Hey guys, Josh from Vig here. I don't do videos like this very often anymore, but this one is going to be out of character, out of, you know, no satire, no anti-humor here. It's just uh, my thoughts on Angry Joe and his Nintendo rampage that he's going on as of late. I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet. Because I tend to ramble on and this kind of stuff, and I tend to get angry. But I'm going to try to just keep it simple here. I mean, just disregarding the fact that the bottom line is it's Nintendo's content and they can do what they want. If we're just going to ignore that, and that's not my main point either. This isn't just Nintendo. It's and it doesn't just apply to Angry Joe. It's just to any Let's Player who might complain about their content being flagged by a game publisher. If we're just going to ignore the fact that it's their content and you're using it without their permission, essentially, here's going to be my other point. If we're just going to ignore that, so Let's Players, their main argument is they're providing free advertising for the game or the company, essentially both. By uploading the Let's Plays, by uploading reviews, unboxings, gameplay footage, achievement shit, and any kind of content where gaming footage from the game is ripped from the TV and put onto a video and uploaded online. Any sort of thing like that they say they're providing free advertising by doing this and taking the ad revenue from that. Google takes a cut of it, and then they get the rest of it. In case you're not familiar with the concept, ad revenue doesn't go straight to the Let's Player, doesn't go straight to the YouTuber or streamer or whatever. Some of it goes to Google, and another portion of it goes to the Let's Player. And Nintendo recently started a program. It's in beta right now, where they take a cut of the YouTuber's cut, and another cut still goes to Google. So it's just cutting up their ad revenue just a little bit more, and that's pissing off a lot of people. That's pissing off Angry Joe. Excuse me. But yeah, so they're saying they're advertising for free when in reality their mindset when they're making these videos and they're making these Let's Plays and they're making these reviews is not that they want to advertise for free for the company. It's more so they're using the interest of the new game that's coming out to advertise themselves. It's like you never see people really playing, especially if they're a new YouTuber that's kind of up and coming. Maybe they're not at the millions of subscriber mark. They're more in the early tens, thousands, maybe 50,000. They're going to be strictly playing new games and popular games because it's the interest for the new game. People are going to be typing in the search bar, for example, what just came out recently, Mortal Kombat X. They're going to be typing in Mortal Kombat X review. They're going to be typing in Mortal Kombat X online gameplay, Mortal Kombat X Let's Play. That's what they're searching for, and that's why people tend to put out that sort of content when they're at the lower levels. Now, people like Game Grumps, people like Markiplier, PewDiePie, it honestly doesn't matter what they play. People are going to watch because they're just so big. They have so much reach, it doesn't matter. But people like Angry Joe, he still has 2 million subs. He has a lot of subs for someone that's complaining about this. He can make a living off this, a comfortable living. He'll say he doesn't have money, but I know the kind of numbers PewDiePie's making with what is 32 million. He's making I can't remember the exact figure. I think it was $4 or $5 million in 2013. Angry Joe has 2 million. So, but even just a fraction of that, a fraction of 4 million, could sustain a single white man. You can live off a good $20,000-$30,000 in a decent place, or it depends on where you live. I'm sorry, this is kind of a relative thing, relative to where you live, of course. But still, you're making enough money to sustain yourself. And if you got a part-time job on the side, or you have a full-time job on the side, you're making enough to live. Angry Joe is making it seem like Nintendo's just stripping him of all this money, even though he's doing quote-unquote free advertising. But here's the thing. Advertising is a service from one person to another, from one company to another company. An advertising company, usually. And this day and age, it's a little different. You know, they do bring on people with big social media reach to advertise, but the thing is, when you upload a Let's Play, you upload a review, I'm pretty sure you're not under contract to do so. I'm pretty sure you did not get permission from the developer to put their content in your video for the intent of advertising. That's not it. And Nintendo is got this kind of family-friendly vibe that they want to put out. And Angry Joe, he puts out a lot of angry vibes. His whole shtick is angry rants, angry reviews. He's very opinionated. I'm not going to say he's an asshole, but I'm just going to say he's very opinionated, loud, abrasive, profane, a lot of cussing, a lot of brutal honesty. Maybe Nintendo doesn't want to be advertised by someone like that. Maybe they don't want their content being put in this kind of light where people just cuss over the gameplay. People make sex jokes, dick jokes, blah, blah, blah. The list goes on over Super Mario gameplay or Mario Party 10 in this case. You know, maybe they don't want that kind of behavior, you know, being coinciding with their games. And Let's Players, let's be real, they aren't they're themselves when they play these games. All right, so that means they're cussing, they're saying basically whatever they want. They can make whatever kind of jokes they want. It's not all PC content when you watch a Let's Play. I mean, I'm just saying. Even if they try to target kids, even their demographic is younger kids, like PewDiePie and Markiplier. I mean, they people talk about them like they're these, you know, clean, you know, entertainment. You know, PewDiePie is just, oh, I'm silly, ooh, my silly voice is barrels, blah, 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 all these inside jokes. But he cusses a lot, man. He got in some hot water for making a rape joke. He got in some trouble for having a Pornhub link or tab open. I mean, these people are not family friendly, and Nintendo is still trying to bring off that that impression. That's the kind of thing. That's the kind of their shtick, is family friendly entertainment. Occasionally they put out an M-rated game or whatever. But for overall, they're still trying to appeal to kids and younger teens, I guess. So it's like, it's a service, and Nintendo didn't ask for this advertising. They don't ask for these reviews where people cuss and make, you know, jokes to be funny and all this kind of stuff. And it doesn't matter how much reach that people have. It's all about the impression they give off. It's all about how they portray the media that they're playing or reviewing. And Angry Joe just does not fit with Nintendo's this is my interpretation anyway. Angry Joe does not fit with Nintendo. Even if he enjoys their games, even if people who work at Nintendo enjoy Angry Joe's content, you know, unless they specifically ask Angry Joe to advertise, and if they did want Angry Joe to advertise, you can bet that they would certainly email him, shoot him an email, contact his manager or whatever, because YouTubers have managers now. They would contact him and let him do his thing, but they're not asking they're not asking these YouTubers to. And that's kind of, in my opinion, this is kind of the reason why I think Nintendo is being such a stickler about it. You know, besides the fact that they have old-fashioned beliefs when it comes to most things gaming. But I mean, if I was in Nintendo's position, if I was Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon, and we were putting out new TV shows, and these people who were using our content in their videos, if they're straight up taking our cutscenes or whatever and putting them online and then cussing over them, you know, just ridiculing them, whatever, you know, I wouldn't be really appreciative of that. And I think that's kind of a big issue here. I don't know if that's specifically why Nintendo is trying to cut back. I think a lot of it is just because they are old-fashioned. They don't want anyone getting free Nintendo content. And as dickish as that is, I'm not really defending Nintendo here entirely. I am saying Angry Joe is being kind of a pussy about it, because I mean, of course, he's making a living off it. What's he complaining about? I do think Nintendo needs to change their ways and maybe be more open-minded towards letting people play their games online. But the fact that it's just the fact that Let's Players are entitled. They have this entitled mentality that they should be able to do whatever they want with the content. They should definitely be able to make money from it just by default. For some reason, by default, they're just entitled to this money, just because they're putting effort and shit into a hobby. It's YouTube is. It was never. I mean, at first, it was never meant to be a full-time job or a career. And I mean, Angry Joe, be happy that you have a career on YouTube. I mean, this whole rampage you're going on has actually brought you more attention because people are writing articles about it. People are contacting you, Polygon, My Nintendo News, or something like that. These websites are contacting you. They're writing articles about you. You're being advertised because you're bitching about advertising. I mean, I don't know. That's just my take on it. I still think YouTubers are not legit. I don't think they're putting out content that is worthy of just worthy of being paid for the most part. I mean, some YouTubers are talented at editing, talented at production values and all that stuff. What they do is not bad, but the bottom line is they're not asking you to advertise for free. It's. I mean, if I was in the position, I'd be happy that you were because you enjoy the product so much, but there's still just things that need to be upheld. And Nintendo's values are old-fashioned. Nintendo's values are very family-friendly, or family-oriented. So all this, I don't know. It just doesn't. It doesn't seem right that someone would feel like they deserve money in an exchange that is not an exchange. And Nintendo is trying to make it an exchange with this program that they're implementing, where they take part of the ad revenue. They're trying to make it an exchange so YouTubers can. So there's justification for it. So, and because they don't have this thing running yet, and people are still getting their YouTube videos flagged, it's still causing an uproar. But I think Nintendo is taking baby steps towards eventually letting people do what they want. So, Angry Joe, you already have a foothold. You already have a quote-unquote career going. I think you're being a little bitch about this personally, and who am I? I'm just some dude with a satirical gaming network, and like 1,000 subs on YouTube maybe, while you have 2 million. I think my content, maybe, I'm not asking anyone to pay me for it. That's the thing. It's a hobby. It's for fun. Do I want to eventually make money from it? Sure. I love doing it, so why not? But here, I'm not sitting here complaining about not being paid by default just for uploading a Nintendo video, because I didn't develop the game, I didn't produce the game, I didn't act in the game, I had no involvement with the development of the game. So why am I making claims about the product itself and what I should be able to do with it? It doesn't make sense, Joe. Shut the fuck up, enjoy your money, enjoy your e-fame, and have a nice day.